Hey. Oh, my camera. Oh, y'all. I'm up again. I'm up again. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I went to bed early again. You know what that means. Anytime I go to bed early, I'm up. Yeah, y'all, I woke up. I thought it was about 3 in the morning. Y'all, it's only 10 o'clock here in Texas. I'm so mad. I had to go to bed early. Y'all, I made some chow chow. Anybody know what chow chow is? Chow chow is like a condiment that back in the day, um, my aunt made, and y'all, it's like cabbage, green tomatoes, onions, peppers, etc. And then you cook that, and then you put it in your jars. Y'all tried to make some chow chow. It was looking good, y'all, but then it didn't turn out the way I thought it was gonna turn out. So I'm hoping that the Lord will transform it. But I made it though, y'all. And you normally serve it with like black eyed peas. Like at least that's the way we ate it. And there's also, if you look it up, in a jar, chow chow. We used to buy it in a jar too, but my aunt made the best homemade, and I tried to make it, y'all, and there was one ingredient that I substituted, and I shouldn't have done that. It looks good. It looks pretty. It even smells good, but it don't have like that flavor. Like, oh my God. I might get there and go show y'all. I'm so mad, y'all. I am really mad. I put my heart and soul into that chow chow. I really did. I told y'all I'm going back to old school everything. Yeah, I'm really upset about this chow chow though, because I thought that was going to really turn out good. But that was my fault that I used the one ingredient, one of the main ingredients, because it wasn't available. So it is what it is. But it's in there though. Looks good. Like I said, very pretty in the jar, but it ain't chow chow. You know what? I'm kind of wondering if I can maybe fix it. I think I can fix it, y'all, to tell the truth. I really do. I think I can fix it if I find that one ingredient that I substituted. I really do think I can fix it. Anyways, I went to bed early because I was upset about my chow chow, and that was pretty much it. So now I'm up. How y'all doing tonight? Or how are you doing this morning? It's still very hot here in Texas. Not as humid as it was or has been, thank the Lord. So how y'all doing wherever you live? How's your weather? How you doing? Did y'all do y'all challenge where where you're loving people and being kind to everyone, no matter what? Don't forget about that challenge now. And if you haven't heard about my challenge, it's just about loving people every day, all day, starting in your home, on your job, everywhere you go. Just simply loving people all day long, every day. Love. That's all. That's all. Just loving people, no matter what. I kind of failed to challenge myself today, y'all. You're not going to believe it. But yeah, I failed to challenge my own self. I'm like, how you going to start the challenge and fail the challenge? I did, though, y'all. Just as soon as you do the challenge, Then here comes something to come in here and test you. Oh, and I was tested, but by the grace of God, I just, no, ma'am, no, sir. I couldn't hold back. I wasn't trying to do it, but y'all, I failed my own challenge. Y'all, I failed the test because I got tested and I failed the test. I failed the test miserably. I wasn't trying to, but by the grace of God, I know that God know my heart, and sometimes you just need a break. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my God, I woke up with that on my heart and mind. There comes a time when sometimes you're tested and you're absolutely worn down to nothing. And by the grace of God, you need to be loved. And boy, Lord, have mercy. And when I said, oh God, a spirit of wisdom and discernment. And there are times when things will come in on you and test you, and you know they are not who they are. I'm going to just say it like that. You know when things come in, let me say it again, and they are not who they say they are. They sound like who they say they are, but they're not. And I said, "Oh no, 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 no more testing today." It's like when Jesus was tested and he went out for those 40 days, and clearly Satan was testing him and tempting him. Yeah, I was tested so bad to where the enemy had the voice, the sound, and that's why I had to go to bed. But then when I woke up, mind you, I got tested again. And I said to myself, no, you are not who you say you are. You are not. You are absolute. Because for one thing, I was tempted and tested before, and the person's voice sounded like one thing, but then they forgot who they were. It went into another voice. I kid you not. And then today I'm like, no, uh. You are not who you say you are. You're coming as one thing or a person, but you're clearly not that person. So I'm okay with that, y'all. I'm okay with that. Be careful. I tell you, wisdom and discernment, things will come and look a certain way. Just like the devil looked like a woman and a man all at the same time. Be careful. You have to know wisdom and discernment of the Lord, and that's what happened to me today. I was already mad about that chow didn't turn out right. And then here it come. And then had the nerve when I woke up to come back again. I'm like, okay, here we go. But I know what you are and who you are. So I'm okay. I've moved on from it. Y'all want to go see this chow? If y'all want to see this chow, put it down in the comments. If you would like to see my homemade chow, put it down in the comments. Like I said, it looks good, but it's not quite what it's supposed to be. So I think I'm gonna redo it, parts of it. No parts of it, one part. If y'all want to see this homemade chow, put it in the comment. Oh Lord, ooh y'all, my back hurting. Woo, oh Lord. I made homemade sandwiches today. Nothing like a good old homemade sandwich. My dad used to call it a cold cut sandwich. And I used to wonder, why did my daddy call that a cold cut sandwich? Guess what? That's what it was called back in the day, a cold cut. A cold cut sandwich, believe it or not, was just when you had a cold cut of any meat and made a sandwich. And I used to wonder why my dad would say, I need me a good old cold cut ham sandwich or a cold cut this sandwich. I'm like, why? I'm like, why is he saying that? But that's what it was called back in the day, y'all. A cold cut just meant that the meat was cold and cut. So today I made cold cut sandwiches, y'all. Ooh wee, Lord have mercy. Y'all, they turned out so good. I made cold cut ham sandwiches. Mmm. And I made them on like this bun like you get from Kroger's, 3 for $1. Y'all, those buns are huge. They're like submarine buns, and they have the wheat ones and the regular ones. Y'all, I made homemade cold cut sandwiches. And the thing about the cold cut sandwiches, you can eat them like at lunchtime, like we did, and you can go right on back in there at nighttime, and they still good. You know, well, it's good to wrap them up, but you don't have to wrap them up. Yeah, them cold cut sandwiches, they be so sturdy. Thank the Lord. Using that Kroger submarine bread, and then they don't be soggy. That's what I like about them. We made them at lunchtime, right after lunch. And y'all, I just went in there and ate another piece of mine. Y'all, that bread hold up, that ham hold. Ooh, Lord, that ham holds up. Thank the Lord. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about wisdom and discernment and knowing the voice of the Lord, y'all. Knowing the true voice of the Lord, and don't get caught up in a voice that is not the Lord's. I told you, the enemy can come in any kind of form or fashion. Y'all, that movie, The Passion of the Christ, if you don't believe me, in the Passion of the Christ in that movie, the devil was looking like a man and a woman all at the same time. The enemy can come in any kind of way, y'all. Just know the voice of the Lord, a voice of wisdom and discernment. Just know that, and just be careful. And a reminder that God will keep you and hold you and love on you. The Lord will love on you so much that any troubles that you have, you'll forget about them. The Lord will love on you so much that whatever you're going through, you'll forget about it because the Lord will love on you. God is just that good. God has the best intentions for all of us, and He loves us no matter what. And I mean that. God is truly good. He's so kind and loving that even in our worst moments, He comes in and swoops us up and loves on us. God is a mighty fine God. Try Him for yourself. Try the Lord for yourself. Now, those of you that know when I do the live, I have this fan. I showed my osculating fan today earlier, my friend, because it's so hot and humid here in Texas. If I got the fan on and I keep it on, I got to go get water. Somebody the other day in my live said, "We know you going to get water." But I actually showed earlier today in my live my osculating fan. Ooh, I have to have that fan on, y'all, but it dries my throat out. I'm going to go get water, but I'll be right back. And thank you, my friend that came in. We know you got to go get your water. I thought that was so cute. It's like, hey, you understand. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get me some water. I'll be right back, y'all. My throat drying out. And thank you, my friend, if you come in or even if you watch this replay, for saying that we know you got to go get your water. That just makes me it's just funny to me. I told y'all I'm goofy and funny. Let me go get my water before it even gets started. No, normally I keep talking anyway, but I'm going to go get my water. And thank you for my friend for saying, we know you got to go get your water. I hope you're in here tonight. If you are, say hello. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. Y'all, when I went to get the water, I looked at my chow chow again. Ooh, I looked at my chow chow again. I'm still upset about this chow chow. And I really want to open it up and taste it again. You know how sometimes you make something and then you go back later and it tastes better? It looks good in a jar, like I said, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in there and redo that chow chow, and I bet I will. And then the next day, I'm going to that one ingredient that I substituted, which is one of the main ingredients, and I knew better, but it wasn't available. Yeah, I'm gonna get that ingredient, and by the grace of God, I'm gonna fix that chow chow. That's just me, y'all. I'm one of them OCD perfectionist people that I gotta get it right. But I'm gonna fix that chow chow. Like I said, it looks good. It's pretty in a jar, but No, that is not chow chow. So I'm gonna have to do it right. And I guarantee, as they say, you get on my channel in a couple of days, I bet you see that chow chow done over. I'm gonna make that chow chow right. I got to. That's my mission. I just looked at it again. Now see there, it's bothering me because it's not right. But I'm gonna get that chow chow right. That's all right though. Give me another day or so, 24 hours, and I'm gonna get that chow chow out right. But anyways, I'm up. I went to bed early, so now I'm up. But I'm not gonna talk tonight all night. I just want to tell you the challenge that I feel myself, just to love on everybody. That I failed myself today. But it's okay that I failed it because it wasn't all I can say is that it was something else bothering me, tempting me. So not that, well, I ain't gonna say it was okay, but I know what it was and I know what it wasn't. But anyways, back to the mission. Loving, we are worthy. God is a good God. Old school ways, nothing but loving on the Lord. Repent of sins. Ask for forgiveness. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly with our God. Stay humble. Pray without ceasing. Seek God's face continually. Walk humbly with our God. God our front. If you mess up, just say, God, forgive me. I'm just flesh. Keep it moving and go back to that ever-loving love that God first gave us in the garden before it all got messed up. Oh, if it hadn't gotten messed up, I think about that. If it hadn't got messed up, when Adam and Eve got in there and messed it up, y'all, did you know our only task, all we had to do was, first of all, y'all, that garden oh, the garden was beautiful, y'all. Nothing but fruit trees and abundance and just everything we needed to survive on. And I think about it all the time because Adam and Eve messed it up. All we had to do, y'all, was tend to the garden. The beautiful garden. Imagine the most beautiful garden in the world with all kind of beautiful fruits and vegetables and trees, and just don't touch that one. Now, how easy is that? And Adam and Eve got up in there, and the sneaky snake and messed it up. Y'all, that's all we had to do. We didn't have to go do no manual labor other than taking care of the beautiful garden. We didn't have to be out here working on those stressful jobs and stuff. And Adam and Eve and the sneaky snake messed it up. That's why I said going back to old school. We had it good. But that's okay. We can still get close. Not all the way, but close. Not all the way back, but close. And God is just that good that He'll still bless us and give us, jobs we can work on and a living and make things peaceful for us, and we can be the peace. That's how good God is. I was thinking about it today, y'all, and I was like, Lord, why can't we just all have something that is peaceful to go to, peaceful to do? Go do it to make a living and come back home to our families and just be able to survive and move on. But it's okay. It's all right. God gives us challenges, He'll bring us through those challenges and make us stronger. That's why I say He's just that good. It may be a job that we've been there for a long time, but we can't quit the job because we got to pay the bills. May not have a job at all to pay no bills. We just have to hold on to God's unchanging hand. And that's why I say God is just that good. A mighty God, a kind God. And then when we do what we have to do, God will reward us. And that's called your faith. Whether you know it or not, that's called your faith. When you're doing what you gotta do, God will reward you. That's your faith. Just saying, Lord, I trust you. And I'm going to keep on keeping on, like they used to say back in the day. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Lord, I trust you. No matter what it's looking like, I'm going to keep on keeping on. You got to keep on keeping on no matter what. And God is going to reward your faith. And then He's going to show it to you up close. Yeah, that's what He's going to do. You're going to see it like a movie. And God is going to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. And because you have trusted in me, believed in me, He going to lay it out in front of you. And then you're going to be so humble. And that's the thing, stay humble. That when God lay it out in front of you, first of all, everything you've been through. Everything you've been through. And when the Lord lay it out and say, well done, my good and faithful servant, then He's going to open your eyes and show you what your mustard seed faith did for you. And that's when you're going to get all the rewards and all the joy and all the peace. You know, good things don't come easy these days. Good things don't come easy. But when you trust in the Lord, it's well worth it. It is well, and all will be well with your soul. When you go through things that some people can't even make it through. Did you know there are some things that some people, their mind check out on them? Their mind go on and check out and say, I can't do this. But because you have had your faith as a mustard seed, you are the one that can continue to go on. You are the one that will make it through. You know why? And y'all, my iPad finna go out. I'm fixing to try to charge it back up. But let me tell you something. Faith of a mustard seed, you'll be the one to make it through. Even when you think you can't. Even when you think you can't. But God has been your strength, gone before you, carry you, send those beautiful angels with you, and come back and stay. And by the grace of God, those moments that you think you could not have made it, is exactly when God is right there with you. And you will make it. You can make it. And then you're going to go on through and share it with someone else that you know needs help like you. Like when I needed help, and once God brought me through, I didn't even know the Lord was bringing me through. But now that He has, I'm like, Lord have mercy, God. There you are, sweet Jesus. And I got to say it again because it's my story. For those of you who don't know, my daughter passed away 3 years and 8 months ago on my brother's birthday. I got to say it, y'all, and I will keep saying it. It'll be 4 years coming up in September. And y'all, when I lost my daughter, she was 33 years old. And like I said, on my brother's birthday, it just happened in an instant. So for me to still be able here and give any kind of testimony, I know there's a God. Like I tell people, I don't remember a week, that first week she passed away. And I don't remember the first or second year after she passed away. And that's a true story. And like I said, I talk about people that, when I see people homeless, or even my aunt that lost her child at age 16, and they told her she couldn't even have children, and now she's gone. She lost him at age 16, and she's gone too. And I said, how do you keep on going? And now here I am living it, and I'm going to keep on talking about it because there are people that need to know. You need to know, y'all. You can make it. At the time, you ain't going to think you're going to make it. But by the grace of God, yes, you can make it. You can make it. And like I say, not only do you thrive, not only do you survive, but you thrive. There is nobody but God who sent His Son, Jesus Christ, and then didn't abandon us, left us with the Holy Spirit, the Comforter. I promise you, I'm going to talk about it from here on out. God is a good God. I do know that. A mighty God. A present God that goes before. Sends angels. And comes back to stay. Present. 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 Gone before, but present. Come on now. Who does that? See? Yeah, I gotta charge this tablet up. I'm probably gonna be up for a while. I'm feeling that. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be on YouTube all night though. That when I'm fixing to find me some kind of old school movie and watch it. So I can be raising up. You know how you be watching a movie and laying down, and then you think you sleep and you raise up and still be watching a movie? Yeah, that kind of thing. But you know what? I want you to have a wonderful, blessed, amazing day, evening, or night, wherever you are living. And just know that God has gone before you. Sent angels and present. All right, y'all. I'm going to charge my iPad up. And then I'm going to come back on here. So maybe if you're up, we'll talk again. I love you. And you know what I'm going to say? God loves you more.